Hold on, Jonas. I need to record this first. I don't really know how to tell you this. I hope you'll understand, but I know you might be angry. I thought about it for a long time, but in the end, I decided it was best for you not to know. So many things could have gone wrong, and there's really no telling how the Overseer will react when he finds out. It's best if he can blame everything on me. Obviously, you already know that I'm gone. It was something I needed to do. You're an adult now. You're ready to be on your own. Maybe someday things will change and we can see each other again. I can't tell you why I left or where I'm going. I don't want you to follow me. God knows life in the vault isn't perfect, but at least you'll be safe. Just knowing that will be enough to keep me going.
Don't mean to rush you, Doc, but I'd feel better if we got this over with.
Okay, go ahead. Goodbye. I love you.
This is President Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of America.
Who the hell are you? Where'd you come from? Did Moriarty send you? Colin Moriarty, the owner of Moriarty's Saloon in Megaton. That sack of shit is convinced that I'm some crazy junkie who stole money from him. Look, I used to work for that slob, doing, you know, favors for guys. Well, I got sick and tired of it. I told Moriarty I'm taking my share of the caps and leaving. I even slept with the pig to seal the deal. Next morning he tells me I couldn't leave. So I bolted. I took my money and ran. Now he's branded me a thief and a junkie and sent his cronies to find me. I guess I need a new hiding place. Look, I feel awful about what I used to have to do for a living, okay? I used the psycho to make the memories go away. Who the hell are you to judge me?
Inspirational.
Tell Moriarty he can take his fucking caps and shove them up his ass.
Henry Eden. Straight to your heart. America will never
You'd do
be
that for
destroyed
me?
from the
I
outside
can't believe it. You hardly even know me.
and lose
Thanks,
our
kid.
freedoms.
You watch yourself out there.
Because we destroyed ourselves. You're listening to Enclave Radio. I'm John Henry Eden, President of the Enclave, President of America.
Yeah?
President
What is it?
of your heart.
No. Sorry. I've left that part of my life behind. Who knows? Shoot myself up till I forget who I am? The Wasteland sucks, kid. Just get used to it. Yeah, see ya.
Can you help me? I need water. Purified water, please. It's Megaton. Have you been living in a hole or something? Everyone's heard of Megaton. They have plenty of water in there, but they only give it to residents or people who can pay for it. I've been drinking this irradiated shit and I can't do it. I just throw it up now. I need purified water, please. Oh, please. If you find some, please. Please help me. Please.
I'll be another newcomer. Name's Lucas Sims, town sheriff, and mayor too when the need arises. I don't know why, but I like you, boy. Something tells me you're all right. So welcome to Megaton. Just holler if you need something. friendly and well-mannered. I think we're gonna get along just fine. You treat my people nice, and you're welcome to stay as long as you'd like. I'm glad we understand each other. Now, is there something I can help you with? Nope, sorry. I got enough fires to put out in this place that I don't have time to keep tabs on every visitor. I'd ask around town. What do you want to know? The town's named after the bomb that's sitting in the middle of it. It hasn't gone off yet. Maybe. So long as you stay away from the bomb, I see my chances of a long life improving. I hope we understand each other. Oh, all right. Fine. But listen here. Just take a look at it first. Go easy. If you get the job done, there'll be 100 caps in it for you. Great. Go ahead and see what you can do. Just be careful. Well, come to think of it, I do remember a stranger coming through here. Had a look in his eye. You know, the kind a man gets when he's got a purpose. Spend some time up in the saloon. Might want to check with Moriarty. Just watch yourself. That man's trouble. What do you want to know? Yep, he's a bit cranky, but he means well. Just make sure there's something actually wrong with you before you bother him. You'll find him down in the plaza at the bottom of the hill, across the way from the brass lantern. Sure, head over to Moriarty's for spirits, or if you want something to eat, head over to the brass lantern. All right, shoot. Sure thing, partner. What do you need to find? Our clinic is down in the crater, by the bomb. Doc Church is a little rough around the edges, but the man's got talent and compassion. You'll probably want to see Moira at Craterside Supply. She sells some weapons. Makes some too, from what I hear. Her place is down by the crater. Sure is. Moriarty's. The entrance is on the top level, opposite the main gate. Just be careful. Moriarty is not your friend, no matter what he may say. So don't fall for his lies. And for God's sake, don't trust the man. Moira sells all kinds of stuff at her place. Craterside Supply. Take a guess where it is. Up at Moriarty's at the south end of town. Talk to Nova. She'll help you out. Sure thing. What's on your mind? It's called the Wasteland for a reason. But there are settlements too, spread all around. The human race is stubborn like that. To the south you've got Rivet City, but don't bother going to DC. The place is a war zone. I thought you knew what you were doing. If it's just nerves, maybe some chems will help. But if you can't handle it, don't go fiddling with it. Good luck. Careful around that bomb.
You want something?
Come on, you piece of junk. Every day it's the same damn thing. I told you, Gob, it ain't the radio. The Enclave station comes in fine. It's Galaxy News. Their signal's been shit lately.
Goddamn radio. Stupid radio. Work.
Traveler, eh?
Come on.
My. Just when I had all but given up hope. My dear boy, I'm very happy to make your acquaintance. I am Mr. Burke. And you, well, you are not a resident of this putrescent cesspool, and makes you a rather valuable individual. As you wish. I'm looking to employ an individual with no ties to Megaton, no interest in its future. Megaton is obsolete, the last vestige of a cobbled, desperate past. It needs to go away, and you are going to see that it does. The undetonated atomic bomb for which this town is named is still very much alive. All it needs is a little motivation. I have in my possession a fusion pulse charge, constructed for a singular purpose: the detonation of that bomb. You'll rig it to the bomb, then you'll get paid. Handsomely. What do you say? Sims is an idiot. He prides himself on his position as mayor and sheriff of this scrapyard. You mean, besides doing the world a favor by removing this pestilent scab of a town? Why, you'd be rewarded most handsomely. My employer is a very generous man. If it's bottle caps and luxury you're seeking, you shall have it. Excellent. I had a feeling about you. Here's the fusion pulse charge. It needs to be installed inside the bomb. When it's done, meet me at Tenpenny Tower. It's southwest of here, well out of harm's way. You can't miss it. Questions? Lack the aptitude, you mean? You're not rewiring the thing, just attaching the pulse charge to the detonator. If you get stumped, talk to Leo Stahl. He might have something to help you concentrate. He's got a bit of a reputation. Absolutely not. The place, the people, they're one and the same. Sacrifices for a nobler future. I assure you, they are worth 10 times as much in death as they are in life. Don't let me keep you.
On, Mark.
Don't
Wait.
look at me like that.
Is that... Damn it.
Just give it up,
Moriarty.
Gob.
Go.
I'm not going to get
Mark.
anything.
Colin Moriarty, at your service. Welcome to Moriarty's. My saloon, my home, my slice of heaven in this backwoods little burg. If you've got the caps, I've got your pleasure. Please sit down, make yourself comfortable. Your troubles are a thing of the past. Galaxy News Radio is some loudmouth radio station located in the ruins of DC. Three Dog, the king of that loony bin, keeps yapping about fighting some good fight or something. A bunch of crap. But I suppose if you wanted to know what was going on in the Wasteland, that's the place to go. Me, I could care less. Stay the fuck out of me business, don't go where you don't belong, and buy your drinks here. That's all you need to know. I keep these yokels knee-deep in booze and poon. They keep me knee-deep in caps. It's a fair trade, if you ask me. I own a saloon, kid. Rumours are part and parcel. So, I'll give you this one for free. Not sure if you've met her, but Lucy West, that pretty young thing, she's afraid. Of what, of who, I couldn't say. But you can feel the fear on her. The Wasteland? Why the hell would you want to go out there? Listen to me, lad. Megaton has everything you could possibly need. Why go anywhere else? My God, it's you. The little baby boy all grown up. Persistent little bastard, ain't you? Then and now, it would seem. It's been a long time, kid. Oh, your daddy passed through here all right. Here and gone. Got what he came for and then left. I'm assuming you'll do the same, correct? Is that what your father told you? That you were born in that hole? That he was born there as well? Oh, the lies we tell to those we love. Your father brought you to the vault right after you were born. To keep you safe, you see. I remember it well, you stayed in my saloon after all. That's right. Your father, his Brotherhood of Steel friend, and you, the suckling babe with nary a tit to suckle. Sorry about your mom, truly. But life goes on. Daddy lied. Life's full of little disappointments. And now you're all grown up and wondering where he's gone to. Ah, I see. You know, I heard about the brainwashing that goes on down there. From some other fella, escaped. 5 years back. All hail the overseer. We're born in the vault, we die in the vault, and all that other assorted lunacy. Kid, you've got better programming than our own Deputy Weld. You'd best wise up quick. Wouldn't want anyone taking advantage of you, hmm? You catch on quick, kid. That's the way of it out here, for sure. You want something, you take it. Or you pay in cold, hard caps. Say, 100. Seems a fair price to facilitate a family reunion, don't you think? All right, kid. Then I guess there's nothing else we have to say to each other. Come back to me when you have the caps and we'll talk. Information I got, but it'll cost you.
Well, hot damn! Someone new. Always a pleasure. Name's Billy Creel. You call me Billy, all right? I know Megaton looks more like a boneyard than a town, but it ain't all bad. Take me and Maggie, for instance. We make do just fine. I trade the stuff I scavenge, and she helps keep me on the straight and narrow. Oh, sorry. I guess I got ahead of myself, huh? Maggie's 9. Sweetest little girl you'd ever care to meet. We take care of each other. I ain't never had a daughter, but if I did, I'd want her to be Maggie. I took her in when her parents got killed by raiders. That was 2 years ago. It was a pretty bad scene. Small settlement up north. I'd stopped in to trade some salvage, and the whole place had been wiped out. I found Maggie hiding under a bed, in the same room where her parents had been butchered. We've been together ever since. Megaton is the best little town you'll find in the capital Wasteland. Don't let anyone tell you different. Strong walls, strong people, and strong booze. We've got everything you need to make a life these days. Me? I deal with the caravan suppliers. I used to ride with those guys, so they cut me some good deals. Helps keep the town supplied. But more importantly, I take care of Maggie. Of course, she's getting a little old to have Billy looking over her shoulder all the time. People have been saying that there's something wrong with the water purifier. But old Walter's been keeping that thing running for decades. I'm not worried. No reason it'd pick now to go down for good. Would it? All I know is that I spent too much time out there, and beyond that, I ain't gonna talk about it. Easy, man.
Got a problem? Got something on your mind?
Hey, Smoothskin, do you need something? A drink, maybe? Anything? Anything at all? Haven't you ever seen a ghoul before? Well, not all of us got the chance to hole up in a nice cushy vault when the bombs fell. A bunch of us got stuck out here in the world and got a full-on blast of heat and radiation. Turned us into a pack of walking corpses. Near as I can tell, we age slower than you. A lot slower. There were even a few ghouls that were alive during the war. Of course, with a face like ground Brahmin meat, you can imagine that folks don't take too kindly to us. Nice of you to say so. If you can't be nice, at least pretend, right? Fake it till you make it and all that. Still, though, a fake compliment is better than the usual spit in the face that I get. You're not half bad for a smooth skin.
A place called Underworld. It's a ghoul city down in D.C. I set off up here to find adventure and fortune. And, well, I found this place.
I'm sort of stuck here. Colin says that I can't leave until I pay off my debt to him. Of course, he charges me room and board, too. If you ever get to Underworld, tell Carol that I said hi. Mr. Moriarty says we can keep it on. It's a good radio station. I like hearing the DJ, Three Dog, and how he's helping to fight the good fight. If only I was a part of that, instead of being stuck in this dive. I couldn't tell you, really. I'd talk to Manya if you care that much. She's lived in Megaton longer than anyone. Oh yeah, I do remember a guy like that. Honestly, I usually keep my head down. I tend to get smacked around if I look customers in the eyes. But talk to Moriarty, he'll know more. I was like you once. I wandered into town looking for an escape from this stupid joke of a body I'm trapped in. Now look at me. Very well. Moriarty keeps a computer terminal in the back. On it, he keeps all of the goings-on in Megaton. If you can get onto that terminal, I'll bet he has information on your dad. Now get away from me, Smooth Skin. If Moriarty even suspects I told you this, I'm a dead ghoul.
Hell of a day, isn't it?
Oh, man. I'm glad to see you. Moriarty's been especially nasty lately, and I need a friendly face. I hate that fucking thing. It's all he cares about. Information is a commodity, he keeps saying. I'd stay away from that thing if I were you. Oh, Mr. Moriarty never lets me back there. If you need to get into the terminal, you should talk to Nova. She'll help you, but it may be expensive if you catch my meaning. I can't talk about that anymore. Moriarty will beat me again if I do. Come back soon.
Hi there. I'm Nova. New to Megaton, huh? Do yourself a favor and keep walking. Some of us stay for a few days, and then it's 5 years later. Who, Gob? Well, if you can get past how he looks, he's a sweetheart. Colin's awfully hard on him, though. He don't talk about it much, but apparently there's a whole city of ghouls somewhere down in D.C. He's mentioned his mother a couple of times, but other than that, he won't really say. He's been here for, I guess about 15 years now. Ever since Moriarty bought him off those slavers. With Gob? Well, he's sweet, and I know that he'd like to. It's just, well, I don't want to sound shallow or anything. I mean, I'm a whore. My standards aren't exactly high. But there are places even I won't go. Johnnies that are squishier than me are one of them. Well, the miserable bastard is hard on all of us, but Gob gets it the worst. I guess just because he's different, you know? Sure thing, baby. What did you have on your mind? Huh? Oh, you mean why was Gob banging on that radio? Well, out there in the wastes, there are 2 stations that broadcast. There's the Enclave station. I don't know who they are, but I think it might just be some pre-war broadcast on a loop or something. And there's Galaxy News Radio. It's run by a guy named Three Dog, somewhere down in D.C., but the signal went down a while ago. You serious? Oh, you must have come from that vault, right. It's the only free radio station left in the Wasteland. The guy who runs it, Three Dog, he's like the only person who seems to give a shit. He keeps talking about fighting the good fight or something. Better than the crap on the other station. That stupid thing is his pride and joy. He keeps all of his dirty little secrets in it about everything that goes on in this godforsaken town. I once leaned on his shoulder when he was typing into it, and he got pissed off and pushed me to the ground. I bet you want in. But enough about us. Here's the password. Just make sure he isn't around when you use it. Take care of yourself, hun.
Gob.
Hi.
A traveler, eh? I don't recognize you. New in town or something? I do. I'm looking for someone to make a delivery. Interested? Actually, I don't have any caps with me. I used everything I had buying a shack in this town. But if you'd be nice enough to help me, I bet my father would pay you something for all the trip. What do you say? Hey, you're pretty smart for a Wastelander. I need you to deliver a message to my family. They live in a small settlement northwest of here. If you bring it, I'm sure my dad will pay you. I'll tell you more if you agree. Please, I could really use your help. Great. I'd like you to deliver this message to my family in the Arafu settlement. I haven't heard from them in months, and I'm worried. As soon as you get there, talk to Davis West. He'll be glad to pay you for the trip. Sure, be glad to since you're doing me a big favor and all. Arafu is northwest of Megaton, on an old overpass over the Potomac. If you follow what's left of the river, you can't miss it. No, not really. Maybe my letters just aren't arriving. Whatever you can do to get it there would sure be appreciated. Well, let's see. There's Evan King. He's like the sheriff of the town or whatever. Then there's my family, the Ewer family, and a lady who lives alone named Karen Shenzi. What? Apart from the Wasteland critters, labor raiding parties, raider hit squads, and occasional landmine? No, it's completely safe. If this was easy, I'd go myself, you know. Okay. Hey, thanks again for doing this for me. It means a lot.
Hey, I hear you're that stray from the vault. Oh, I haven't seen one of you for years. Good to meet you. I'm Moira Brown. I run Craterside Supply. But what I really do is mostly tinkering and research. Say, I'm working on a book about the Wasteland. It'd be great to have the foreword by a vault dweller. Help me out, would you? I'm pretty sure I remember a girl coming into town with that about 10, 12 years ago. She didn't know a thing about the wastes, and I knew she'd get herself hurt without some sort of protection. So I offered to armor her vault suit. Never saw her again. Probably died out there, poor thing. In a way, she gave me the idea to write this book. It's yours, if you help. Great! Just tell me what it's like to live underground all your life, or to come outside for the first time, or whatever strikes your fancy. Yeah, you wouldn't imagine how hard it is to replace that big light bulb up there, too. That's great for a forward. Open with a joke and all that. Here, take the suit. Something tells me you might need it. That'll be good for the book. In fact, want to help me with the research? I can pay you, and it'll be fun. Let's see. Dealing with radiation, testing an experimental device, and, I won't lie, it may include some reading. That sort of stuff, you know? But for all that, I can pay you with caps, meds, chems, and maybe even a few of those unique inventions, if you do a good job. Interested? Well, it's a dangerous place out there in the wastes, right? People could really use a compilation of good advice, like a Wasteland survival guide. For that, I need an assistant to test my theories. I wouldn't want anyone to get hurt because of a mistake. Nobody's ever happy when that happens. No, then they just yell a lot. At me. With mean, mean words. Oh, caps, chems, meds, and maybe even a few unique inventions, if you do a good job. I'm sure I've got something that'll catch your eye. With a little ingenuity, you can turn a pile of junk into a mountain of caps. And there's no shortage of junk. So, will you help out? All right then. Now I think the first chapter will have to be about surviving day-to-day dangers. Things like where it is and isn't safe to find food, the dangers of radiation, and how to avoid and even profit from dangerous landmines. Ooh, sounds like fun, doesn't it? Which do you want to do first? Well, food and medicine. Everyone needs them once in a while, right? So they need a good place to find them. There's an old super-duper mart not far from here. I need to know if a place like that still has any food or medicine left in it. Hopefully, you'll be finding food and medicine, but I could sweeten the deal by paying more food when you get back, regardless of the results. While you're away, I can at least search through my junk and see if there's anything that'll go with old food to make it more appetizing. Oh, great! Food is most important, but see if you can get medicine too. And if there's nothing to find, then just come back in one piece, okay? Sure thing. I'm an open book. What do you want to know? Oh, I haven't got nearly the experience in the wastes that you do. If I tried half of these things, I'd get my head blown off. At least you look like you can really handle yourself out there. All I'm good at is coming up with the ideas and fiddling with junk for caravans. I know, right? I figured instead of just helping out the caravans with odd junk, why not put my brilliant mind to work for everyone? And between my mind and your experience, this guide'll save 12 times more lives than those greedy merchants will. Well, I guess they do bring important supplies here and there. But still, I can help out so much more than the boring old stuff they do. Writing this book will make a huge difference. Trust me. Sure thing. I'm an open book. What do you want to know? Why, I'm an inventor, a tinkerer, and a general genius of junk. One person's junk is another's treasure, you know. And traders bring in lots of junk, so I get dibs on anything particularly nifty. Sure, I don't have as much to sell, but it's more fun this way. Sure thing. I'm an open book. What do you want to know? I'm still working out the kinks in the first chapter. I'm calling it Survive. It's about dealing with the day-to-day needs out there. Finding food and water, avoiding hazards like radiation and traps, that sort of stuff. Oh, I couldn't do that. It'd be a real blow to those nice folks in the church. Besides, it's not like that bomb ever hurt anyone. Live and let live, right? Do I ever? I've got the schematics for something called a rocket launcher. I sell all the components too, so you can make the weapon yourself. Don't worry about ammo. This baby shoots all the junk you might find out there in the wasteland. Ashtrays, teddy bears, you name it. In fact, if you ever need to make any custom weapons, feel free to use my workbench here in the shop. All you need is the schematics and parts. Absolutely. Good hunting! Take care. It's a big wasteland, but you know that better than me, right?
Leave me out of that girl's crazy experiments. I don't get paid enough for that.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm quite busy right now. If it's food you're after, talk to Jenny or Leo. Otherwise, I can't help you. It's a hole, a dead end. So why do I stay? Well, it's a hole that makes me money. Moriarty pisses in his still. Crazy bastard thinks it's hilarious. Besides, you'll get your throat cut in that pit. You're much better off here. Hey, maybe I'll put that on the sign out front. The Brass Lantern. Cleaner, safer, and less likely to have piss in the drinks. Outside of Megaton? Any place other than here sounds like heaven to me. Fuck this place. If it weren't for you Wasteland types coming through with your caps, I'd be out of here in a second. Assuming that I could convince Jenny and Leo. Whatever.
Huh? Yeah, what is it? What can I tell you about Megaton? Well, that fucking bomb is killing us all slowly. How's that for a piece of information? I take care of the water purification plant. This old rusted hunk keeps us in clean water. For now. Well, people have been saying that the water purifier's about to go. Honestly, I'll tell you what I tell them. I've been keeping that wreck going for 35 years, and this is the first time I've ever had a problem I couldn't fix. Well, it's no secret that the old water treatment plant is on its last legs, and I'm the only one in town that can keep the damn thing running. I spend so much time up in the plant that I can't take care of the leaks that keep springing up in the pipes around town. Now, I don't expect much from strangers, but if you've got the know-how, I need someone to hunt down and repair those leaks. From the pressure in the plant, my guess is that there are 3 of them scattered around town. Check along the pipes and the valves, but they might be a bit tricky to spot. I could, But I can't hunt for leaks all damn day. That rust bucket purifier would fall apart without me around to plug it up. The only break I get is when I shut the thing off for the night, and I can't look for leaks when the water isn't running. I hope you can help. If folks knew how bad it was getting up here, well, I don't know what would happen. Well, back to work.
Good to see you.
Ah, look at this! New blood! Tell me, boy, you ever hear of the Enclave? The last remnant of the good old USA they are. Now, I don't know you from Adam, but I got you pegged for a patriot, and any patriot worth his salt is gonna toss his gun in for the Enclave. Any day now, they're gonna roll up here, and then this nightmare will be over for good. But listen to me, Ramble. I'm Nathan. What can I do for you? They're the American government, the Eagle, People Comma Weather, the more perfect union. They're on the radio. They have been for years. President Eden talks about everything they're doing. They got flying robots all around, watching everything so they know what to do when they finally swoop in and clean this place up. You'll see. People think I'm just a crazy old man. Things will be different when the Enclave gets here. Why? Why? Look around you. This is the good old USA. Sure, she looks a little bit different these days, but you're still on American soil. And even if you were born in some underground vault, you were born under the United States, which makes you an American. And it's your duty and my duty to support our country and our president, no matter what. Understand? Why, that's unthinkable. Where in the Constitution does it say that we're supposed to run around questioning the government? Huh? Well, when you put it that way, wait. You're just trying to confuse me with your fancy vault education and your textbooks. I'll have none of it. Did you have something else you wanted to ask, or were you done with your crazy talk? Anytime you want another lesson, come on by. Take care.
And every eye shall be blind with his glory.
Ah, look. Another one of you Wasteland assholes. Look here, asshole. I don't like you. Stay clear of me and we'll have no trouble. There ain't much to tell. I used to live out in the wastes. I was a real bastard back then. But I've put all that behind me. What? Back out where? I left all that behind me. There's nothing but bullshit out there. Killing, stealing, violence. I'm not that guy anymore. Yeah, you're right. Stupid idea anyway. None of your fucking business. You're from the outside, and I've lived too much of my life out there to trust every jackass nobody that wanders in from the wasteland. You seem all right, though, so I'll cut you a deal. I'll answer your questions so long as you don't give me any more reason to distrust you. Got it? I've said just about all I'm gonna say about that. Me? I don't do a damn thing. Well, unless you count staying pissed drunk and making Moriarty rich or something. Sure, I'm the best shot in town with a rifle, so everyone comes running to old Jericho when the raiders show up. But between raids, they're content to take my money and drag me home when I've had too much. A little drinking money might loosen my lips a bit. Give it a try. See what happens. Whoa, 20 caps. Look at the big spender. All right then, I can see you're in it for the big money. So I'll tell you all about Moriarty's. Moriarty, he's a rat-fuck bastard for sure, but he's also paranoid as all hell. So paranoid that he don't let no one handle the cash around here. Every night he takes what Gob and Nova earn and locks it in a file cabinet next to his bed. It's dangling around Colin's neck. Get it, if you can. My robbing days are over, kid. I'm just here to drink and stink. You'll probably blow your head off. That is, unless you can draw faster than a pissed off Irishman. Anytime, it'll be worth it to see the look on that asshole's face. Remember what I told you, kid. Moriarty keeps his money locked up right next to his bed. Come back if you need something.
Every ear shall be stricken deaf to hear the thunder of his voice. Let the men, women, and children of the earth come forth to gather and behold the power of Atom. Who have we here? Could it be a new addition to our humble little community? Dear child, welcome. Welcome to Megaton. I am Confessor Cromwell, prophet of Atom and father of the undying glow. Please, child, come to the church anytime at all. Yes, what would you like to know? The Church of the Children of Atom is based on the idea that each single atomic mass in all of creation contains within it an entire universe. When that atomic mass is split, a single universe divides and becomes two, thus signifying the single greatest act of Atom's creation. Occasionally, a divine event occurs, and trillions upon trillions of new universes are created. The last such event took place here 200 years ago. Where most of the lost children of Atom see that event as simple war and devastation, we see creation and unification in Atom's glow. Those who were called to Atom during the Great Division were very fortunate. They were permitted to aid in the process of Atom's creation. We seek the same, both in symbol and in fact, and the bomb, as you call it, represents Atom's capacity for creation. We kneel before it and ask that Atom call us to aid him. We pray that out of our meager bodies, he will create new life. Even knowing the truth, you continue to mock us. How very, very sad. As you wish. Megaton, Atom's sacred village. He has chosen this place for the site of his shrine, and we have been called. Outsiders ask us, why did you build a town around a bomb? To them I say, the bomb brings the promise of division and the gift of the glow. The bomb is us. The bomb is Atom, and thus we are Atom, awaiting the day in which each of us gives birth to 1 trillion new lives. In my youth, I traveled quite a bit, but that was a different life. I assume that you are seeking information and advice, yes? The only advice that I can offer is this. You will find no wealth in the Wasteland greater than that which you will find within yourself. Bask in Atom's glow, and you will understand. Why, yes, we do. How much would you like to donate? Very well. News? My friend, I take effort not to be involved in such worldly business. Earthly pursuits distract from Atom. Of course, now that you mentioned it, I've noticed that Moira has hired a mercenary to protect her goods. The man never sleeps, so they say. Rays shower you, child. Behold! He is coming with the clouds.
I'm Doc Church, and I run this clinic. Now, before you go asking me for help, you'd better know the rules. Rule 1, don't bother me. If you do bother me, you better be damn near dead. I'm busy enough taking care of people I actually like. Follow my rule, I'll keep you patched up, I'll keep getting paid, and we'll get along just fine. I have to say, of all the rat-infested hellholes that I've lived in, this one is the least hellish. I'm the town doc. If it's cut, I sew it up. If it's infected, I cut it off. A doctor doesn't talk about his patients. At least not to strangers, he doesn't. All right. I suppose someone with medical training has to have at least a bit of compassion. And maybe you can talk some sense into the boy. Leo Stahl. That boy got himself a problem with Jet. I've caught him in here 2 to 3 times trying to steal what I keep around for anesthetic. Not even his own family knows it. He goes up to the water treatment plant at night to get high. I don't know. I can't reach him. Maybe you can. Yeah, bye.
He is coming with...
Now, I know I've never seen you in Megaton before. Well, let me guess. Just passing through, right? We get people trying to settle down here all the time. Anyway, if you're hungry, you came to the right place. What can I get you? Some people hate this place, but I guess that's their right. What the hell do they want out of life? Food, shelter, and safety. Works for me. I ain't heard much, truth be told. I don't really ever leave the lantern. Too much work. Too few hours in the day, you know? Remember us if you need something.
The clouds, and every eye shall be blind with his glory. Every ear shall be stricken deaf to hear the thunder.
Well, goddamn. You're new, right? Name's Leo Stahl. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Yeah. What's to tell? We're alive, so we've got nothing to complain about, right? And hell, I've got a restaurant, so I have it better than most. Well, Moriarty thinks he is, but Lucas Sims is the law around here, and everyone knows it. Well, there's this and that. I keep myself busy, but really, that's none of your business, is it? Hey, I'm not much of a mudslinger. I don't like to spread stuff around, you know what I mean? Everybody has their secrets. Let's keep them that way. No problem, buddy. Damn it! Who told you? I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about. Help? What's to help? So I'm a junkie, big fucking deal. It's not like I'm hurting anyone. I guess you're right. I have to tell them about my problem, don't I? I just don't know what to say. I've been stealing from both of them for years to get my fix. Where do I even start? Well, I'll figure something out. Look, I want to thank you for your help. I guess it took a complete stranger to show me what an ass I've been. Take this key. It's to my private stash in the water treatment plant. Just get rid of the stuff. Burn it, sell it. I don't care what happens to it. Thanks. It'll be hard, but I'll do my best. I just started, but so far, so good. Talk to you later, buddy.
Behold! He is coming with the clouds!
Staying out of trouble, I hope. Don't want to have to waste good bullets on your sorry hide. He said what? Oh, I never did like the look of him. Jesus, give me that thing. Let's go find this Burke character. You're about to get an education in Wasteland justice. You there, Burke. Explain your business in Megaton.
I'm sorry. Sheriff, what are you hollering about?
You know damn well what I'm talking about. The bomb. You're trying to blow it up. Have you lost your goddamn mind?
Sheriff, I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding. Someone has surely been spreading rumors. I'll be sure to address the situation personally.
I'm placing you under arrest, Burke. At least until I figure out what the hell's going on around here.
And I'm afraid I won't be able to oblige your request, Sheriff. I have pressing matters to attend to. Now, step aside.
This isn't open to discussion. You're coming with me.
Why do you knuckle-draggers always insist on doing things the hard way?
Good to see you,
Sheriff. Lead the way.
Hey there. Evening.
Better him than me.
Hey there. Glad you're back.
Yes?
Well, hey there, stranger. I'm Manya. The old coot wandering around here is my husband, Nathan. If there's anything we can help you with, ask me. Don't ask Nathan. He'll just blabber at you about the damned Enclave all day. I can tell you just about anything you want to know, honey. Megaton's history ain't no secret. Long ago, before the war, there used to be machines. They were like buses, but they flew through the sky, taking people anywhere they wanted to go. You didn't have to walk. You just went to the air station, bought a ticket, and took to the skies. Anywhere in the world, you just up and flew there. When the war happened, the machines started dropping from the sky. Everyone around here thinks that the bomb made the crater, but it didn't. The crater provided good cover from the dust storms, and when my daddy and the rest of the town decided to build the walls, they used what they had. Some of us wanted to, but the Church of Adam was just getting its start then. We needed their help to build the walls and clear the wreckage. If we'd have tried to move the bomb, they would have refused to help. Besides, a lot of people just wanted to leave it alone. It didn't seem to be hurting anything, and who knows what would happen if we messed with it. Good eye. You're right, honey. There are. There was an air station a couple of miles from here. It had been stripped of everything except the planes. My daddy got a bunch of people together to go out there, break apart the machines, and drag back what we could use. It took him a couple of months. You can't even tell where the air station was anymore. The Wasteland just took it back. It's a hell of a lot easier than trying to find enough parts to build walls and houses from nothing. The scrap was there, why not use it? Besides, it's sturdy. It keeps the raiders and the dust storms out. Not all of us had the luck to be born in a vault, you know. Sure thing, hon. Well, originally, it started as a hole in the ground. My pappy talked about how his father and the original settlers just hid in this crater. It was enough to keep them safe from the dust storms. When things cooled down and people started wandering into the wastes, some stayed behind. The wanderers started coming back here to trade their stuff. By the time my pappy was born, the town was a full-on trading center. Pappy got rich on the caravan routes and eventually convinced the others to build the walls to hold off the raiders. Well, the raiders for one. Once the town got big enough, they'd wait until the traders and their guards were away. They'd come in and clean us out. Now, the super mutants, they were a whole other breed of problem. They'd kill us if they had to, but mostly they tried to drag people away, alive. So, eventually, my father did something about it. Him and a few others organized the traders and the citizens and built the walls. So we're pretty safe now. Still, I wish those Brotherhood of Steel fellers hadn't hit on such hard times. They really helped keep the wolves at bay. Not at first. It was a collection of people trying to get into the vault, people worshipping the bomb, and a few other refugees. Then the traders came. Now the caravans take care of most of the trading, but before they were set up, it was all Megaton. I worked on the caravans with my father for a while. That's how I met that worthless bag of liver spots I call a husband. No, space is limited these days. You see all of these people wandering around here? They live up in the common house and aren't really citizens. Most people around here keep one eye open around strangers, but me, I can spot a raider spy at 100 meters. I'm not worried about it at all. But if having meetings and pretending to vote on things makes the others feel safer, so be it. If you say so, honey. I was born here, actually, just like my pappy. Oh, for a while I helped him scavenge and then later on his caravan. But traipsing around the wasteland is work for young people. After I met Nathan, I just wanted to stop moving around so much. We've been here ever since. Of course, I can't say that it's been good for Nathan's sanity. Oh, they come from all over, you name it. The Stahl family grew up out east somewhere. Lucy's from some little settlement to the north. Billy doesn't really talk about where he's from. Doc Church used to live in Rivet City. Jericho, well, let's just say that men can change. I hope. Well, technically, no one. But you can't put two people in a room together without one of them trying to govern the other. But it depends on who you ask. Lucas Sims appointed himself the sheriff. He throws anyone out who causes too much trouble. But Colin Moriarty runs just about everything else. Not much happens here that he doesn't know about or plan. That man is the scum of the earth. He keeps the drunks around here soaking in liquor. And that poor Nova, that girl deserves better. And don't even get me started on how he treats Gob. Just because the boy looks dead doesn't mean that he should be treated like that. That man has his fingers in everything around here. Just watch what you say about him. It'll always get back. That man tries to bring law to this place. Lost cause, if you ask me. But I respect his trying. He does seem to keep people in line, though. Other than that weird cowboy thing of his, I don't have much to complain about. All right, then. Anything else you wanted to know? Well, you come on back anytime you want to hear more. There's only one thing that concerns me in this town these days. What my damn fool husband is doing. He wanders around here all day and all night, preaching about the Enclave and trying to get parts for his guns. I'm not sure who's the bigger fool, him or me. After all, I married him. It's been nice.
Divide each particle and give relief to this problem. We stay true until the day of division. Until the dawn of your return to his humble world.
Knowing that thing is truly dead. I must be getting slow in my old age. Thanks for saving my hide there. Later. I'll be damned. You did it, didn't you? You disarmed that thing. Here's your reward. Hell, why don't you move in? Could use someone like you. Got an empty place here you can use. Here's the key indeed. It ain't much to look at, but talk with Moira. She's got random odds and ends you might be able to spruce the place up with. Take care now.
What's up there?
nice to make your acquaintance. I'm your new robo-butler. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wadsworth, your personal robotic butler. I am here to look after your needs and to keep you happy and entertained. What can I do for you? Yes, I believe this place could do with a bit more in the way of decoration. Speak with Moira Brown at Craterside Supply here in Megaton. She has quite a selection of items to enhance your living space. Certainly, sir, here you are. 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 I'm sorry, sir. My condensation collectors need time to fully recharge before I can continue to dispense any more beverages. Photons have mass? I didn't even know they were Catholic. Huh. My humor emitter array requires recharging. Of course, of course. Don't let me keep you.
What do you need? Well, I'll be. The pressure's up in the plant. It looks like all the leaks have been fixed. Thank you, stranger. Thank you. But listen, it's only a matter of time before they burst again. And someone like you might not be around to fix them. I'll make you a deal. I'll give you caps for any scrap metal you can bring me. You'll find it all over the place out there in the waste. If I have a steady supply of scrap, I can keep the plant running and the pipe should be just fine. We got a deal? Good. This just keeps looking better. Those parts will keep this place running and the town in fresh water. Hurry back as soon as you find some. Huh? Yeah, what is it? I sure am, Sonny. What have you got for me? Well, all right. Let me count out your caps. Sure, you got the purifier working right again, but if it runs out of water to pump, then we're still screwed. I take care of the water purification plant. That old rusted hunk keeps us in clean water. For now. Well, back to work.
Maggie. I live with Billy Creel. Do you know him? He's not my dad or anything, but he takes care of me now. Anyway, I should go. Bye. Billy does. Have you met Billy? Billy Creel? A long time ago, he saved me from raiders. They killed my real parents, but Billy showed up before they got me, and now he's like my daddy. Sort of. It's okay, I guess. I used to live way far away when I was little, before Billy found me. I don't talk to most of them. Billy says that I have to be careful, even when people seem nice. And I'm especially not allowed to talk to Mr. Jericho. I usually play with Hardin most days, when his dad isn't taking him out to learn to shoot or something. Billy says that he's going to teach me to shoot one day too. Bye, mister.
Hello, sweet child. Hello, I don't believe we've met. I'm Mother Maya, prophet of the atom and embracer of the universal light. Remember, sweet child, that as children of Atom, the fabric of the universe itself is ours to weave. So welcome to Megaton, and peace be with you. For those answers, I shall direct you to my husband, Confessor Cromwell. I'm not one to gossip, but I do know a few things. For instance, did you hear that Lucas wants someone to disarm our bomb? Imagine the blasphemy. I can't believe it. I mean, I don't believe it. He would never do that to us. Farewell, sweet child.
I shall go and give relief to this rotten